Please enjoy this video demonstrating a laparoscopic platform we have created for simulation. We have no disclosures.
The new requirement for the Fundamentals of Laparoscopic Surgery certification for graduating residents has led to an increased interest in utilization of simulation to practice and improve laparoscopic skills. FLS box trainers are made by commercial carriers and are very expensive. We aim to create a low-cost, easy-to-make portable laparoscopic training platform and studied its usability at our institution.
This is a commercial lap trainer available for sale. In order to create this model, you will need a rectangular piece of sheetwood purchased at a local hardware store, a drill, metal brackets, a pencil or pen, metal pegs with eye hooks, Velcro, measuring tape, C-clamp. A rectangular piece of sheetwood was used as a platform, and a blueprint based on the official FLS box trainer dimensions was created with corresponding placement of ports and the camera on the board. A drill is used to create holes for the metal pegs with eye hooks that function as ports. 2 metal brackets should be fastened to the board, leaving 5 centimeters from the edge of the wood to the vertical portion of the bracket to allow for placement of an insert that can hold a uterine manipulator and allow for other simulations that involve a uterine manipulator, such as hysterectomy, colpotomy, and/or cuff closure. To prepare the board, the midline of the board is marked with a vertical line spanning the entire board. Another vertical line is drawn 8 centimeters in both directions from midline, and the last vertical lines 4 centimeters lateral to these. Horizontal lines are drawn at 7 centimeters, 15 centimeters, and 22 centimeters. Additional holes can be drilled on the lateralmost lines for practice with additional port configurement. The board can be set up for 1 person to practice or for 2 people to practice at the same time. Velcro is applied to the board to provide stability for FLS inserts. Once the board is configured, the next step is to place the metal pegs with eye hooks that function as ports as demonstrated here. The FLS inserts can then be applied and may need to be secured with masking tape. The platform can then be used to practice the FLS skills with and without the camera. One of the major advantages of this platform is that it allows the learner to break down a complex task such as suturing and knot tying into more simple components, which makes learning and teaching more effective. Such simplification allows the learner to work on eye-hand coordination without the struggle of learning to interpret a 2D screen image from a 3D object, which is one of the challenges of laparoscopy. Once proficiency is reached on a task by looking at the object with the naked eye, the next step would be to do the same in the box trainer with the use of the camera. To use the platform to practice colpotomy or vaginal cuff closure, we designed an insert that attaches to this board. It fits into the metal bracket shown earlier and has Velcro brand fastener straps attached to the sides in order to hold and stabilize the uterine manipulator or vaginal cuff simulator. This bracket can be made with any sturdy material that can withstand the weight and pressure of the uterine manipulator or vaginal cuff, such as a wooden block or styrofoam bricks, commonly used for floral arrangements. The required tools include a box cutter, scalpel, or electric saw, depending on the desired material used. Velcro brand fastener straps, strong glue, and scissors are also required. We designed a wood insert that attaches to this lap board. Here it is demonstrated holding a simulated vaginal cuff. This demonstrates its use as a model to practice colpotomy. In this case, we are using a commercially available low-cost simulated laparoscope from 3D Medical, which fits into the camera port and is connected to a low-cost TV monitor to function as a simulated lap tower. We then placed foam within the eye hooks of the ports in order to stabilize our ports within the hooks. The FLS skills can all be practiced with this laparoscopic board platform. This is an example of task 1. Both task 1, move the peg, and task 2, cut the circle, may not be as beneficial as the suturing tasks. The trainees benefit less from cut the circle task with the lap platform as opposed to the suturing tasks, where the platform is the most beneficial because they can be broken down into simpler, shorter components for faster learning, and you do not need to worry about the 3D to 2D interpretation because the monitor is not used initially. As you can see here on the left, she is just learning how to load the needle without learning the whole task in its entirety. Once that portion is performed properly, then she can advance to put the needle through the dots. This person, for instance, is practicing extracorporeal knot tying, which is easy to learn with the lap simulator because you can see how the knots slide down. This is beneficial to do first without the use of the camera. This model can be used for any laparoscopic setup, including real laparoscopy instruments and the tower, with any models for hysterectomy or colpotomy. You can cover the lap platform with a drape to simulate an abdomen to make sure the trainees are not inadvertently looking at the board and not the screen. In our assessment, we found it unnecessary because all trainees were looking at this screen. Any cuff model can be used here. We used the commercially available Ethicon model. Just like with FLS tasks, you can first do this without looking at the monitor until you learn the technique and then advance to using the monitor. A usability and acceptability survey was administered to a convenient sample of faculty and trainees. Trainees and faculty responded favorably to the model and felt that the laparoscopic platform is useful for assessing the learner's ability to perform laparoscopic skills prior to live surgery. 88% of residents and fellows and 86% of attendings felt that it closely simulated the feel of performing laparoscopy in live surgery.
This novel laparoscopic platform model is a low-cost teaching tool to add to the surgical education armamentarium.
Thank you.